What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss this Saturday's welterweight bout between Santiago Ponzinibbio and Daniel Rodriguez. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly and help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it, we got a pretty cool matchup, a fan-friendly matchup between D-Rod and Santiago Ponzinibbio. A lot of similarities between these guys, physically and storyline wise. Both guys 38. I think D-Rod 6'1", 74-inch reach. You have Ponzinibbio 6 foot, 73-inch reach. Both striking, boxing oriented, marching forward style guys. They've both battled through plenty of adversity over the last few years. You had D-Rod, who is just bursting onto the scene, a little bit of a late bloomer in his mid-30s, but ended up having some hand surgeries, and when he came back, just wasn't the same. 3 losses in a row. One, he got finished by Ian Gary, but most recently, he got back on the winning track against Alex Morono, who's a very tough guy in his own right? And you see D-Rod, who probably now wants to kind of just end his career on a high note, fighting guys closer to his age, but who are also going to give him a tough test. Well, he's got one in Santiago Ponzinibbio. Same age. At one point, man, back in like 2018, the guy was riding like a 6-7 fight win streak, dispatching guys like Neo Magny, Gunnar Nelson, Mike Perry, all in their prime way back in the day. And then, I mean, I think he was going to headline like UFC Chile against Kamaru Usman, and then fell into some sort of illness. I don't know if it was staph infection, but he had some sort of illness that put him out for 3 fucking years. And coming back, he got knocked out by the Leech, and then bounced back. I forgot, it was, I think, Miguel Baiza, then a couple of losses after that. But most recently, he got the victory over Carlston Harris back in January to get himself back into some winning ways, right? So now we have two guys who just like to march forward and really just try and finish their careers on a high note. And they've both kind of tasted that success a little bit. So their confidence is going to be riding high in this fight. And what I think here, man, I just think that Santiago Ponzinibbio is just a different guy. I think he's got different tools in his arsenal. I think he just has more hunger. I think he just has more of that killer instinct. And I think the hand injuries of D-Rod, I think, are very legitimate. And that's why he has changed as a fighter. I think that I think they just took his toll, and he just had to alter his style. What made him so good kind of was taken away from him a little bit. And I think that Ponzinibbio is going to give him a lot of problems in this fight. But D-Rod's a fucking dog, and I could definitely see him getting a fucking tough shot, crack Ponzinibbio, and get the victory in his own right. But I think I've been a fan of his for a very long time, and I think that he's going to go out there and march forward. Dangerous shots. I think he's going to take some good shots, but I think he's going to go out there. I think he's going to get his hand raised, and maybe I see a standing knockout. I don't know why. Just an overwhelming. I think he's going to hurt D-Rod, and I think he's going to cover up, and I think that we're going to see a standing knockout for Santiago Ponzinibbio. I don't know why that was so specific. Probably going to eat my words, but it is what it is. But nonetheless, man, this fight could definitely be fight of the night. All right, guys, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Who do you guys have, Ponzinibbio, or do you guys have D-Rod? Love to hear your guys' thoughts. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.